Hey everybody, we 2-3'd our first sealed Throne of Eldraine. A little disappointing, but we're gonna go back in and fight for more wins this time here in another Throne of Eldraine sealed on release day. I want to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. Before we jump in, Card Kingdom at cardkingdom.com, which you can access through my affiliate link down in my panels below, will have a cornucopia of tabletop magic stuff, whether you need supplies, singles, sealed product, playmats, dice, all that stuff. They have it, and you can check them out at my affiliate link, and it lets them know that you got there from me. I've been a customer of Card Kingdoms for over a decade. They've been around for 20 years this October. Very impressive. There's a reason they've been around for 20 years. They take care of their customers. They have great competitive prices, and they are really accurate with their grading, especially if you need singles. You know what you're going to get when you order singles from them, and I appreciate that a lot. And I appreciate their ongoing support of my content. Thank you, Card Kingdom. Here we go. Wildborn Preserver. This is this rare that's going to go slot right into those Simic Flash decks, and is very good. If we end up green, this is just a great, anytime you play a card, your extra mana, or anytime you play a non-human creature, your extra mana gets to go into making this thing bigger. Awesome. Doom Foretold is following us around, but I'm still not super interested, nor... At some point, I'm going to have to process this card. Okay, let me try and process this card again. All right, I still don't like it. It's mad. I'm just trying to understand it. Understand the man. Here we have a mythic. Maybe this will make us happy. Harmonious Archon, 4 white for a flying 4/5. Non-Archon creatures have base power and toughness 3/3. Interesting. That's both sides. Is that good? It could be if we build around it. Well, it could hurt you. I mean, if Oppo has a bunch of 1/1s and you turn them all into 3/3s, yikes. I know, gives us 3/3s as well. So I mean, it seems bomby. It's one of those bombs that has situations where it could actually be bad for you, but overall, it's going to be great for you. I'm just saying, you can, unlike some mythic bombs, you can concoct board states and scenarios where you're like, oh, this is actually better for them than for me, Here, Bone Crusher we had last time, might do it again. Stolen by the Fae we had last time, might do it again. Dance of the Manse. What? What's a manse? And are they just making up words to rhyme with dance? That's my question here. X white blue for a sorcery. Return up to X target artifact and or non-aura enchantment cards, each with... that seems like a constructed card. Yeah, now I want to see what Manse means. A clergy house inhabited by or formerly inhabited by a minister, usually used in the context of Presbyterian, Methodist, Baptist, and Eldrainian Christian traditions. Okay, I made up that last part. The Eldrainian, anyway. Okay, let's go look. I don't think we're playing that, but I'm really liking, we have pulls into everything but black, so let's go see what looks good. And I like to start with the look at uncommons. Black seems great. And maybe it's so great we play it anyway. It just doesn't have any rares for us that we want to play. This Archon caused us no end of grief when we were up against it. We had faced 2 of these. I guess it was, what's his name? Big streamer played against us on Wednesday and crushed us with Archons. Foulmire Knight is very good. I love it. Bognati, pretty good also. What do we got here? Animating Fairy. We'll check our artifacts. But I think you're happy just as a decent as a 2/2 flyer for 3, and then animating an artifact seems just crazy good. Into the Story, 7 mana, uncommon. Draw 4. Oh yeah, we're playing that. Looks like we're being pulled back into blue a bit. Joust. Fight card is good. Skullknocker. I don't like this in the late game. Excuse me, the late game as much because they get to sandbag lands and turn them into real cards, but still, it's a little chaotic for them in the early going. I'd probably run it. I mean, if I'm red, I'm going to run it. It's just like, whatever. This, however, amazing, right? This is a strong pull into red because it's kind of a rare power level at uncommon, Dominaria style. I don't know about Giant Opportunity unless we're just rolling in food. That sounds gross. Adversary, 2/3, Death Touch. Ooh, that's good too, though. Wow, some good uncommons here. Black and white knight stuff going on here. Improbable Alliance, blue and red. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create... Ooh, that seems good too for the red-blue action. Rampart Smasher. Not interested unless I'm actually just red-green. Tournament Grounds helps with some knights. If you want the knight deck, Wandermare for the green-white. That could be good. We get some adventurous. Yeah, smashing walls, sure. All right, actually, I need a little bio break. I gotta go to the little boy's room. Let's see, what do you want to see here? Let's let you look at, like, blue. Everything. Here's all the blue stuff. I'll do this. You let me know if we're obviously blue. I'm gonna be right back. All right, let's go through our colors. Let's see, we had no great black rares. We had one good rare pull in basically every non-black color. So we're just kind of, I'm going to start with white actually, and we'll cruise through. So the Flutterfox looked good to me with all the food going around. Outflank did some work against us recently, although it's narrow. You got to do some work. Beloved Princess. Lifelink. Slight unblockability. Haven't seen that card yet either. Shining Armor. Knight Equipment. Youthful Knight. Archon is good. There's some decent white going on here. Is this good? If we're going wide, we have that Mythic. We're probably white because of the Mythic, right? Mythic was real good. And we're going fairly wide. Probably play True Love's Kiss in the main. This helps us go wide. Maybe we're green-white to go wide. Green-white go wide has some real appeal to me here. Let's check our green. There's some food token. I like the rider. Here's the rare we have there. Giant opportunity. Looks like we might be doing enough food to do that. Here's the acolyte that helped with splashes. We'd play that probably just for ramp. This is good. This is great. This is a real pull, I think. Quarry helps us go wide. Tree Folk is just kind of solid. Let's see what a deck full of green and white stuff looks like first. Just take a look there. Oh, I want to look at artifacts though. We kind of didn't do that right last time and missed out on the presence of some stuff in our pool. Not this time though. Nothing great here. Not loving the jousting. Jousting dummy maybe is playable. Not excited. Oh, this is the Scarecrow that duped me. When I first saw this, I thought it was just tap to add 1 mana of any color, which seemed good, but this seems actually bad. Weapon rack. We're going wide, and yeah, I don't think we're going to have room for that. And this seems playable, but not exciting, especially when you're green. Yeah, you don't usually see signpost commons. You know, the signpost here is that scarecrows suck. All right, I'm going to first look at a kind of a straight green white. It's 3/6. Yeah, for 4, that's probably playable. Play one of these. I don't know if we are going wide, but I don't know if we want 2 of those. This just seems very average to me, but if we're doing foodie stuff, we could do that. Love the Preserver, Rosethorn, Spider, yep. Don't think we're doing Tall as a Beanstalk. I don't think we're heavy white enough to be running that. I think we can main deck that. I think those are both fine. What does this look like? Yeah, Twitch changed and freaked me out. Only 4 non-creatures in this particular set, and we're pretty loaded at 4 in this deck if we did this. That's a little concerning. We could bring in some... This just seems so whatever, but... Is that the land? Didn't feel like it did much for us, right? Like, why would we ever run this in a blue-green, in a white-green deck? Yeah, we'll take a look at black white next. I think we're playing white for sure, and I'm trying to figure out what we're pairing with it. And it's probably black or green. And it's a little heavy on 4s, but this could be a deck. I'm going to say done on this, and this is even more 4s, really. Like, we're just absurd at 4. But this is an option. So I'm going to done it. And we can go back in, have that saved. And now cut green. Oops, didn't mean to cut that. What did I cut? Was it the knight? Yeah, I think I put the knight in. Yeah, that was what I did there. Well, yeah, like if I hit done, or actually if I did this, if I discard changes and then come back in, the deck we saved will be there. That's basically what I'm doing here. But now we're going to look at black as a possible pairing. And we might play that in the double Reeve Soul. This doesn't excite me too much. That's why I'm not really putting it in or anything. Fruit is good. Yeah, we'd play that. Definitely play that. Definitely play that. We cut that, and then cut that, and we have a deck. Does that look good? What does this look like? 16-7, so those numbers are decent. Not sure how much artifacts we're getting incidentally here. That's an artifact. Can make some food here for an artifact. Bognati's not doing much but being a flyer, so there's actually not a lot going on for the making the Flutterfoxes fly. I doubt we're going to be wanting to run red just because we have a land. That's just putting way too much stress on a mana base. Like, I mean, we can look, but I can't imagine that we're going to be like, oh, sweet, got to play this knight. Maybe. Oh, there's this one. Maybe this is the knight we got to play, but it's double red. Man, I really want to play Sir Kara. Yeah, maybe we need the funeral because it's removal. Did I not put it in? Go away, go away, go away. Boom. Festive funeral. And then we could cut maybe even one of these Flutter Foxes that unfortunately does not really fly that much in our deck, right? Sorry, I had to check a text. It is barely removal, but it will kill some stuff, and we don't have a ton of it. Well, because we're considering black white right now. We can consider red white. But I'm going to take a screenshot of this build. Do you like this better or worse than the green deck? We will check red. No, I don't like Doom Foretold. I think it's too risky and too fancy play for an effect that it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we could. If you really want to do it for science, we could. I just think it's like adding variance, spending a card to add variance. This deck's plan is to win with a Harmonious Archon. Now we've got we got this flyer, we got eventually this flyer, we got some flyers that can get there. Resolute Rider, like we have some card draw, we have card quality, we have removal. There's some. This is decent. I mean, our plan is just to play creatures and outplay them. I mean, yeah, Bog Naughty with little food, but you know, in this deck, in this situation, if we're running white-black, we would play this if it were a 3/3 flying for 5. It wouldn't be exciting, but we would do it. Yeah, you can run that. Oh, wait, 7. Oh, sorry, that was it adjusted. Here, let me go. All right, well, I'm going to at least copy this one. Do you like it better than the green? All right, well, let's look at red now. And Mabinap, we went 2 and 3 on that one, unfortunately. As usual, when I win less than I lose, feels like we underperformed, but that just happens. Now we're going to go look at white-red, though. Oh, there's also maybe Flutter Foxes can come back in some cases here. Joust, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dragonfire. Only one of the 7 dwarves. Not great. Thrill doesn't look great for us in this deck, but it can be good in some decks. That's fine. That's fine. We're doing some equipment, although this doesn't pump power. Well, we can try it if we end up in the black-white deck. This is feeling underwhelming, though. I don't think we don't even have the tools here. So I'm saying no on red. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's look at green, though, or at blue. I want to look carefully at blue. Haven't really taken a close look at that. Runaway Together. This has some play with your own ETB stuff. Draw 3 is good. Yeah, it's got a lot of card draw, but not really doing anything. I think we're on black-green. We're on black-white or green-white. So I'll poll it. Let's see what we want to start with. Poll, 20 seconds, and green or black. G or B? We might try both for science. And if we do black, we can try the Doom Foretold finally. We'll be sure to switch to blue to the black build before we're done. But we can start with the green. So I'm just going to discard changes, and then we can look at the green build again. I think it's not only the number of adventures, Robert, it's the quality of the adventures. So yeah, we can always sack Doom Foretold to itself, but it still feels a little fancy play to me, but I guess we can try it. Maybe I'm wrong there. So the plan here is just to get bigger and wider than them, honestly. Maybe we need to even run another Silver Flame. It's just having two of these would be so bad if they had them early, and we're so stacked at 4. And this is making a little bit more food for these Flutter Foxes. And maybe the Shining Armor. I can't run this. This doesn't seem good. Even in flashing it in on a Knight is just okay. And I'm not going to run it just to make our Flutter Foxes fly. But we can take a look, make sure we're not missing anything obvious. We can create 3 food here for the Flutter Foxes, and potentially... I've been pretty down on, afraid of Giant Opportunity. I don't think we need the 6-mana artifact. Like, we have 3 of these Tree Folk. And I'm not going to do it just for Flutter Foxes or whatever. I also don't know how much we're putting counters here, but hopefully enough to at least justify its inclusion. Yeah, there's this at least. There's the Unicorn. And this is actually nice as a 3-drop. We have no 5s. Yeah, we're not going to splash white. That's not a thing. But we can look at red-black even at another build. But we're going to start here. Go wide, Widefolk. I didn't think we had the depth in blue, Zach. You might be right about the other one, but I also am done messing around. I want to play. So even if this isn't perfectly optimal, day one on the free to play, day one on the paid account, it's good enough. Good enough. Thank you, Mama. Appreciate the wishes and the bits and the clovers and the, what is that? Shamrock. Hey, man, Leggings. Glad to have you back. Yeah, we'll keep this, get a Youthful Knight down, then a Flutter Fox or a Unicorn, and then put a bunch of counters on the Youthful Knight. That seems great. We're trying to go wide and just to be generally bigger than Oppo with this kind of deck. Fingers crossed for you, man, Leggings. All right, Soul Reaved. Soul Reaved. All right, new target for counters. And I'm going to go ahead and Unicorn here. Really tragic, huh, Bruce? Losing one so young. Oppo, not even the slightest bit greedy. I don't know what you're talking about. They're only Grixis. They're gonna go for our knight? Do it. Use a card on our knight. No, the Vandal. What's this? At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card and loses 1 life. I'm in for that on... I like that Oppo's doing that in Sealed. I think that's largely good for us. In fact, I could go Archon here, but there's an argument for just making a big token. Trouble is they also may have bounce. Oh yeah, their Vandal is looking pretty good. Let's see. So we kind of need to get up in the air and big then, and threaten to trade with that. So let's play the Archon. Well, first we're going to attack. There's no way that they're blocking, but we'll attack. Yeah, that's funny. This will not be reduced. Archon Tribal. Annoying. Maybe we'll find our enchantment removal. Outflank. All right. Well, we're... How do we get 4 creatures out? Can we get 4 creatures out somehow? Because if we get 4 creatures out, we can deal with this Vandal. Can't really do the 4 creature thing, though. Yeah, I guess we'll eventually get the Vandal after the Archon, so let's focus on that. And I'm going to go with the Unicorn play here. Stay back. Man leggings with the smooth talking job interview. Nice. Oi. All right. I'm trying, folks, but our oppos just keep doing broken things. I mean, we got to kill this somehow, but that's not going to happen. Hey-ya. I didn't like it. I don't like it in a vacuum in Sealed, but it's clearly working well for oppos draw a card a turn. But, you know, I mean, like, we're doomed. They've got 2 amazing payoffs for drawing 2 cards a turn, and 2 ways to draw 2 cards a turn. Like, I'm getting a little depressed here. I don't see how we come away with a win. Yeah, it starts with the Archon, but it's just sad. We just drop an Archon and then are like, we're putting everything in Pyromancer range. 3. I suppose you're right. Block, I dare you. All right, I guess our win con is we kill them with their own Stormfist Crusader. All right, that's great. We get to defrogify the Archon. Oh no, they've got extras. So rough. All right. Now what? We've got 7 mana available. We probably want to be able to outflank here and True Loves. That's 5 of our 7. We can still Flutterfox and do that, all that stuff. So let's do that. We're going to do a Flutterfox and True Love's Kiss and outflank to try and... Oh, Yogelhops has a different play. Yeah, good point. Close, but maybe we'll get there next turn. I'm going to pass here, though. Go in for our face. That's ominous. But it could just be they think they have Fairy Vandal for the win. And I'm going to start... We just have the outflank right now. Let's try that. They got a lot of cards and action, though, so this might not work. Okay. We have a path to victory here. Let's see if we can get there. Woof, that just interfered with our path to victory because now they have a blocker. This looks like a freaking draft deck. They're all draw 2 and pay off draw 2. We now have 8 mana. We can... We're just going to take 3 to the face, but not 4. No, we're going to take 4. Damn it. We're just dead if we don't win now or gain some life, right? That's a real problem. But you see that? You see that we're just dead, though, if we don't basically win here or force some blocks. So we may need to... well, we may be dead, but I'm going to force blocks. And the fox isn't flying currently. I think we have to go super wide and try to force them to have to make some blocks they don't want to do. I think we're just dead, but I'm going to go wide with this. I'm not sure this is exactly correct, but... yeah, let's do on this one. When you're dead on board, you make everything as big as you can and attack. Maybe I was supposed to leave something back even. I don't know. I think we're dead, but... Well, we don't die if they trade off a Crusader. So, I don't know. Come on, Oppo, you got to be able to kill us. Just don't die and then we die. But let's see what they come up with here. Our work is done. We win or we don't. Well, Fnatic Guru, that's certainly in my range. Oh yeah, it seemed pretty grindy so far. We've had some fast games, as you might expect. Yeah, we're dead because they have the Flyer and the Pyromancer. So Oppo figured it out. Good work, Oppo. Make sure they go for our face, though. If they're like me, they might go for board control, silly. But no, they got there. That was too much to try and overcome. They had draft-looking synergies in that deck. And we're just taking some lumps today. 2 and 4 to start the format does not feel great, let me tell you. We did want to, since we have played a game, I'll at least go back and look at what... there was some suggestion to check out even just straight red-black, which we'll check out. We can always revert to this. Yeah, probably. Maybe I should have put something on the Flyer. We needed to make him want to do something on the ground too, though. I don't know. I just think that no matter where we put the counters, they had blocks to leave enough to kill us. I think. I don't know. You could dissect that situation and figure it out, but we'll still do white-black. We also wanted to look at red-black. We hadn't actually done that, so I just want to see what red-black looks like. Might play that if we had to. This is good. Yes. I don't know what we're doing to pump knights. I'll put it in for now. I'm not loving these either, but we'll put them in. Put that in, of course. This is great. And then we'd run that. And so then there's your 23-ish for red-black. We could throw something like Jousting Dummy in, or because it's at least a knight. Maybe consider those. And a possible weapon rack. What does that look like here? That's a 17-8 split. A couple of cuts available to this deck. We would play that. I'm just trying to look at what our cards are actually. Doesn't look playable to me. The drawbridge feels like it's not worth a card. If it drew a card or something when it ETB'd, sure, but it's just like, I really don't like spending a card on that. Mensch wants to know why we can't splash the Archon. Archon's double white. Bottom line is you don't splash double white cards unless your splash enablers produce double. So for example, green has a lot of enchantments that enchant a land and have the land tap for 2 of any color or something. Then if you have multiples of those, you can start thinking about splashing 2 colored cards. But with outside of that, double color requirement means it's not splashable. Robert asks, how much money have we put into the paid account so far? It's a little bit, I mean, it depends on what you're asking, because I obviously played on this account before I started streaming. So I bought $100 in gems at the beginning of the closed beta. As soon as you could spend, I bought 100. And then since then have bought 100 more, but we're still on our second $100 purchase, plus the welcome bundle or whatever. And so what do you think? We could go to the white-black as well. We could try this, though. I'd be down. It's doing some stuff. Cut. Like, let's see. We'd have to find cuts here. Well, before I figure out cuts for this, I'll poll whether we want to try this or... so, RB... We're at red. We're going to play black next, no matter what. So red, black, or white, black, and your choices are R or W. White, red was not good enough. We didn't have the playables there, I think. We looked at white, red, and it just didn't cut it. We can check. I don't think I bought the $15 bundle on this one, but maybe we did. I can't remember now. All right, so we're going to try the red black. So we do need to look for cuts. 2 cuts, 17, 8. We could get rid of Festive Funeral as pretty weak removal. And maybe Thrill of Possibility, unless we have... I want to be able to type in a search parameter and have it filter my deck, but... Which one? 1-3 black? Is she in? What are you talking about? Am I missing it? Oh yeah, sorry, this is not the witch. That's the card draw engine. No worries. You gotta get rid of a dummy. That's fair. Then we're looking 16-7. All right, let's try. Oh, and we want, in this one, we would want our... Don't... My God. Should not find it. I hate this. It's either click, no matter what, it's a bunch of damn clicks. Festive Funeral is asking a lot. Let's take a look at that card for 1 second. Let me get suggest lands done. So the problem with Festive Funeral is it's 5 mana. It's an instant, but at 5 mana, we want more from our removal than this. Conditional maybe doesn't kill what you want. Removal for 5 mana, too chunky. Too clunky and chunky. All right, let's give this one a quick try, and then we can mix it up again. Yeah, black-white is on our list to play for sure. So if we lose here, we'll switch to black-white because I want to try it. If we win here, maybe we can stick and play another game. But if we get down to 2 losses, we will do it. Do you suggest switching decks like this in paper? If it's your pre-release and you learn, sure. I mean, but it takes a lot of time. I mean, depends on what you're in it for. Exactly, Mama. Thank you for that little pitch. Mama says, I'm browsing CK from your link and pretty impressed with the store credit prices. Yeah. I mean, in other words, you're looking at what the sell prices or what their buy prices are? Because that's what I've always been impressed. Like, their buy prices are crazy good. All right, we're going to keep this. Let's run out of swamp. No reason to sword master on one unless we were worried about discard or something. All right, we're going to wait and definitely try to get our value out of that guy. And start here with the sword master. Thrill of Possibility, not great. This is really in here, like the nice thing about Thrill is that as an instant, you do it on their turn and you trigger the draw. What is that? Exile target creature an opponent controls with convert mana cost 3 or less until, okay, interesting. An artifact, first artifact O-Ring, nice. Usually those are enchantments. Well, I'm gonna Foulmire and hope we find a land. We do. Even cast this. We got Weapon Rack for our Raging Red Cap. Two, three. This isn't even that great, actually. I mean, another creature or artifact. I guess you can throw food, so that's pretty reasonable. Do we want something else, though? We could go Red Cap. Actually, I like Red Cap Knight. Yeah, that's a good point. Throws an empty weapon rack. I hadn't thought about that. That empty weapon rack represents an additional resource you can use. Two, three. Well, if we weapon rack here, we can make this a 2/3. Yeah, that works. Let's do this. And we'll offer the knight. If they want to take that trade, that's fine. I mean, this knight, the Death Toucher. Like a land, and then we can do Jousting Dummy, Lost Legion next turn. All right, we did find our land, so that's a possible play. What did they do? They went... How did this happen? Oh, this. Okay, so they made a 4/5 here. Well, I'm still gonna... Let's see, if we throw this here, we get a 3/4. But I think we can wait a turn. We'll offer... I'm gonna send in this knight, and we're gonna try to get the red cap big enough to really... Because if we can get this to a 4/5, then it wins against that even. Now let's start here, though. Nice. Scry these to the bottom. Look for some more action. We could also thrill away the dummy, but I think going wide here has some benefit. And we're kind of investing a lot. I'm a little bit nervous at the eggs we're putting in this red cap basket, but if they can't answer it, it's devastating. We'll see. If the eggs hatch, I guess we get food tokens. Man, I really want some just light instant speed damage removal so that we can double it up with the red cap. Skull Knocker we're playing but don't love. It's not a bad blocker here. This can't pump twice. Yeah, Headhunter Throw is instant. Maybe we set that up. It's just on board. I mean, the idea being that we can be sneaky about it, you know? But I'm down with Headhunter and at least trying to set up something. I'm going to say no attacks. And I'm just going to wait on the weapon rack. We don't need it for defense anywhere here. So if they kill the red cap, we can think of something else to do with it. Untap, put the final counter here, and then we have Headhunter throwing the weapon rack to support the red cap. Oppo in the tank. Generally, that's good for us. Wow, that thing's getting big. But heck, we put another counter on the red cap, and it does trade. If they don't add to this board, I like our next turn. They added to the board, of course, of course, of course. There you go. Let's definitely put this here. We cannot pay this twice because this tournament grounds doesn't get that done. Seven, 8, 9. Maybe we're just dead up top if we're not. I think we leave the Foulmire back, and then yeah, we gotta send in. They don't really have the room to, you know, if they eat the, if they want to try and eat one of our small things and chump here, that's okay with us. So let's, and then we can, in most cases, chuck. Yeah, they want to do that. Okay. Do we need to do anything about this? Not really. Can't get the tree. Can't get the tree folk here. So. And not going to pump because we'd rather play the Skull Knocker. 3 to pump the dummy. So we can't do that and do other stuff. So I'm going to leave the dummy alone right now. Oh yeah, I could have thrown it face. Maybe I should have, but I wanted to play Skull Knocker and we couldn't do that and play Skull Knocker. That was my thinking. I want to threaten serious damage next turn. And then I probably should have. I was keeping the mountain because of Thrill. But actually, if we draw another mountain or swamp, we'd have the double activation that I would like to have access to. So maybe it was a mistake also not to play this mountain. Ouch. Oppo's just having everything against us today. It's kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer. And now we're just like, kill them or we're dead. And our big ability to do that is, well, this has haste, okay. I'm gonna wait. Plan your turn, Ryan. Stop throwing stuff out there. All right, they have a chump on our biggest, a chump on our second biggest, and then there's no way we have enough to get there from here. Right? We just don't. Boo. Yeah, I suppose if this is a losing play, I should have thrilled, but we can't win off of thrill either. Thrill is not going to find us anything that wins us the game. With we spend 2 on the thrill and we have 4 left. There's no 4-mana play in our deck that gets us out of this, I don't think. Although maybe there's removal that I should have looked for with the Tactician. I suppose that's why I should have done it that way, right? In fact, like, I don't know my deck well, so I didn't really think it through, but if we have, let's see, we have 3 or less. Reef Soul wouldn't have done it. Actually, I don't think we had anything. I don't think it cost us a lot that I didn't do that, because we just don't actually have any tools to do it. All right, so we're 2 and 5 now. 2 and 5. Wrecking our win rate in the format to start things off. This has been a bit painful to my precious little ego. I mean, I haven't like made huge errors or anything, but just feels frustrating. Now we're gonna go science it with white-black. I don't think we're playing that. Let's just... Oh, no, I'm not feeling ragey, just feeling a little... feeling a little... Come on. All right. I forget all what we're playing here. Let's put it in and figure it out. One of those was in. Maybe that, maybe that, maybe that. We had Wintermoor Commander, Doom Foretold we're going to give a try. And don't really want anything else, so we're going to make 1 cut from this. We do have a second Jousting Dummy if we want it. Will you play any Constructed with the hopes of getting a copy of the set? I'll play some Constructed, but I don't really have any hope of getting a copy of the set, if I'm honest. I thought we would do that with Jay tomorrow, right? We'll tackle that with Jay when we do Constructed tomorrow afternoon. Excuse me. No problem, Krauser. The games have been... I don't want to complain about the games. We're just losing them is the problem. But it's an interesting set, and there's fun decisions and back and forth and everything. So I'm not unhappy with the gameplay. I'm unhappy with the results of the game of our gameplay. Shining Armor. Is this playable really? I don't think that's great. What rider are we talking? Well, oh yeah, oh, rider's got to be in. Sorry, I just didn't even see that. Rider's fantastic. I just missed it. So then we have 2 cuts. Honestly, I would want to cut Doom Foretold, but we'll try it. Maybe cut True Love's Kiss. There's always a target, it seems, for it. We could cut that and cut the dummy. I kind of like the dummy because of Flutterfox is the thing. Like, maybe I like it better than Shining Armor. Hat doesn't like Reaper of Night. I am a fan, so suck it, Hat. We're playing it. Yeah, I didn't like how Tournament Grounds hurt us last game. I think you're right. We should cut that. It didn't really do much for us except make it so that we couldn't double activate our thing. Still don't love this. Like, I almost want to just do, all right, whatever. I'm gonna go with this. Then an overcosted 4/5 you have to work to make playable. But you notice how that is a 3-for-1. It is a 3-for-1, Hat. If you can get 2 cards with the Mind Rot, I really don't like this removal. Maybe it's just removal and we should play it because it's just removal. Like, we could cut a Silver Flame Ritual and just play some extra player removal. That's not the worst either. I just really don't like this, but we don't really have a lot, so maybe we have to. Dr. Ew says, last time traditional draft didn't launch with a set. Is that the same this time? Yes. They only offer sealed up front, which is somewhat of a gem grab, you might say, but also it reflects the fact that they want to make the initial opening experience, like Wizards designs the pre-release weekend around sealed, so they kind of do that to keep it in line with that, I think. Anyway, I will run the weak ass removal over this ritual. We're not quite going super wide here, so you're right, Zach. Well, what do you want to do? You tell me. Are you saying not play it? Like, what's your swap? Card is so bad, but it does kill things, and killing things is important, and we don't actually do that. We have Reeve Soul and Outflank and Festive Funeral. So I'm totally with you, Zach. But if we're gonna give this black-white deck a try, then you got to tell me what we're gonna put in instead. Some removal is inefficient, but if you cast it and kill something, it's not bad, right? Mensch wants the big artifact creature instead of the removal. Yeah, I think we kind of need to play it, and keep in mind that as an instant, you can at least use it as a combat trick, shrink their 5/5 to a 3/3, and then beat it. You know, that kind of thing. It's not great. It's closing in on actively not bad. It's just a thing. It still kills stuff, but anyway, we're gonna try this. Get on with it. Okay. How about a couple wins here? Really rough go of it, day one here. So far. Okay, if we get another swamp, we can turn these flutter foxes into flyers with the fruit. So we'll keep this and hope that works out. Overall record today is, what, 2-7 now? Are we on 7? No, 6? How many have we lost? Oh, we've lost 5. I guess we're 2-5 currently. I will start with a swamp. In case for some reason we want to curve 3 swamps into the fruit. That's never going to happen, though. I'm not going to attack. If we had extra white, of course we could outflank, but we don't. What up, Ace? Okay, Lost Legion is not bad. I'm going to cast that now, look for another swamp to activate Foreboding Fruit. Cool, we got it. I'm going to ditch this weak-ass knight, though. Okay. Well, we'll Foreboding and get some flyers going. Our opponents have had good cards and good decks, honestly. We're just getting outdecked and outdrawn, if not outplayed. I mean, the play has been good. Oh, sorry, pay adamant is what we want. I'm going to take out the Scarecrow. Lets us 2-spell on the turn, gets rid of an annoying ground blocker, continues to create space for the Legion to attack. This is the third build we're trying, Bobby. We're playing around with different builds, so one reason we may be losing is that we're not really finding our optimal sealed build. But I don't think it's that too much. It's just, you know, we're playing Magic and our opponents are beating us. Looks like they're holding back in the air now. They want to trade off one of the foxes with ours. Yeah, we're going to make that offer, I guess. Not much else to do about it. No knights in the yard yet, which I really would like before we play the Barrow Witches. We're going to play... and we can't adamant this yet. And I really want to be able to kill this thing. Unfortunately, I think we just play the Rider. Or we can play this for no value and just try and trade with the adversary. What do you think about dealing with this adversary? I say unfortunately because I don't want to trade the Rider off. I'd like to have it be a house of lifelink and indestructibility. Yeah, but we can't do it. If we yeah, that's true. I guess we trade it and then Barrow Witches it back. Okay, I'm in for that. That makes sense to me. I don't like giving them cards though. Rider is great, which is why I don't want to play it here, because I don't want to take damage. I don't want this to happen. Gives us a value play for witches anyway, which we didn't have before. So I do like that. All right, Hat, you were right this time. But like one turn earlier, and this would have been great. And it's still even not that bad. We're going to get a ultimately 4/5 flyer, partial flyer out of it at some point. We'll go get our knight back right now. Let's see. We're about to be up against this dude, and Ryder's going to have to just play defense of Beanstalk Giant. Lonesome Unicorn doesn't do much. Just trying to figure out if we're offering a trade for Flutterfox or not. I'm going to wait, because if we find one of our Soul Reaps, I would reap the Flutterfox and try to get ours back into action. So I'm going to wait there. This is about the worst case scenario for the card, though, right? And it's still a creature that demands to be respected, answered. He'll be flying most of the time. But yeah, we'll play this out, and then we have Indestructibility. And they're somehow deciding to race in the air, which seems wrong to me. I'm fine to race in the air. I get it, Zach, but we're talking about the worst case scenario. What would you be saying right now if we had had this in our opener? We didn't, and it's part of the weakness of the card. But if we had gotten this a few draws earlier, we strip them of their final 2 cards and get a 4/5 later, it's fine. In sealed, this is actively good. I maintain this is actively good in sealed, and fight me. And like, no matter what we do from here, if we keep winning, we're playing black so that I can show you that Reaper of the Night is good. And I bet this will have a home, at least in the sideboards of Draft, if not the main deck. All right, so here's another adventure card, and this gives us, like, we can actually start attacking with a Rider for lifelink if we needed to, but we've got 4 here, and yeah, we can do the 3. I guess we start with an attack. Oh yeah, tap. Well, okay. Well, let's see what they got. They want to use it here. I guess we have to keep Rider and Foulmire around on defense so that they can't tap through. I mean, they can do twice. They could tap or whatever, but then we just have to chump. And we'll go. Wait. Let's do it this way. Ooh, Reeve Soul. I guess I shouldn't have done it this way. Should have left more black up. I was thinking we might cast this. That was my thought, but now I just want to do this, and we'll have to Reeve Soul next time. Probably gain some life off the token, although that would bring the Flutterfox down to earth. Yeah, and of course, the question, as always, is if you're going to cut this because you don't like this from the deck, what are you putting in instead? I think you're going to be hard-pressed to find something that has the potential impact of this card that we haven't been playing in white, black, or colorless here. All right, well, what did we cut? Is it better? Okay, this is good. Now we can put a counter on the fox and it can attack through their fox. And they've got to decide. Yeah, would you rather have the 2/1 back in over the Reaper? I would not. I would not. Still tapping our rider. Yeah, the lands are nice, right? They have a solid ability when they come out late. And if you get them early, you just ETB tapped on your first turn or whatever. We drew the Reaper the turn after they emptied their hand. I don't remember exactly what turn that was, but that was the circumstance. I guess we save the Reeve Soul. I don't see any reason to do the Flutterfox thing right now. Let's just actually make a big flyer. Here we go. Worst case scenario. How are they pumping the fox? Is there something known? Yeah, can't do anything in response. Good point. I'm just trying to figure out how... Oh, do we know about that? Well, that was an annoying draw for them, but we do get the Reaper that I think they just have to either tap or block with. Anyway, let's... Do we need to reeve something before we go to attacks is another question. I think we should, and then we can start sending in this... 2 and 3 in the first pool. Looking for our first win with this pool. I'm going to use Reeve Soul now. We can't, the Fox now is out of range is the problem. It's not CMC, it's actual power. Yeah, just these three. Maybe I shouldn't have given up the Flutterfox for this damage, but I thought it was a good play. Because I thought they were gonna chump here out of fear, but maybe I should have held that back. Yeah. Or yeah, if I was going to send in a suicide attack, I could send in the witches as well. Good call. Don't like that combat. We'll see if we can overcome it. if that cost me this game, it's my own fault, not anything else I could throw blame around at. We do have a food token here, though. They must be committing to tapping the Reaper. That would be sweet. Foreboding fruit for the kill. Oh, my turn? Yeah, we'll do that. Not quite what we were looking for. Yeah, I could have eaten the fruit. I suppose we have another fox. Excuse me. We have another fox, though. That's what I was thinking. And we still have time. We have a lot of land, so I don't think we're in any danger. So we send in this, and they kind of have to block there. We can send in everything. No, I think we just... I think we're gonna... This costs 5. Yeah, we can send in the Rider and still Paladin, so might as well do that. Oh yeah, we already used the Foreboding. Well, we can attack for the life gain here, or we can just leave back for similar blocking reliability. I guess so. We'll stay back, and then we have Rider and Knight in case they try to get frisky with the Giant. Yeah, I'm going to say no attacks here, and we're going to drop this on Adamant. Yes, man leggings, you could call them fleet foxes. And we get everything. Well, I'll play. Yeah, I'm gonna sandbag a land. Oppo really taking a risk here, but they do have another big creature to play, so I think they're just trying to push their Flutter Fox advantage, and now we sure would like that crappy removal, right? Anybody want to raise your hand if you'd like that crappy removal right now? Come on. One time for justice. Okay, I think that qualifies. I don't even know if this gets us there. But, well, maybe we do that after? Is it lethal? Let's see. We make a bunch of... they have 1, 2, 3, 4, but they didn't play this, so they're going to tap one of ours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 6 attackers. They tap ones. We have 5 attackers. They have 4 blockers, and they're all at least 3s, so then we should win. We're gonna try. Yay! We got a win! It happened. You want to try this one again, or a different version of this one? All right, well, it did get us our one win, so let's play it again. We're trying to figure it out. I feel like Doom Foretold is not amazing, but worth trying? I don't think we can keep this. We do have a Reeve Soul, but then what are we doing? Hey, Nantuko, how you doing? All right, we'll keep this. And unfortunately, I have to ditch one of our Reeve Souls. I mean, I guess we could ditch the Fox and just keep Reeve Souls for... But I kind of like getting on board. There you go, Mama. Dated record. You like that? Reeve Soul over... Or we could get greedy and, like, drop... Yeah, I think we have to keep all of our lands. All right, then we have to do this. Lifelink Knight trumps Flutter Fox on turn 2, since we want to get in hits while we can, if we can. They chose black, unsurprisingly here. Another reason to keep the Fox over the other Reeve Soul is that the Archon does at least buff the Fox a little bit. All right. That's annoying. I don't think we're going to get the Grange bonus anytime soon, and we don't have another play besides, so this sets us up at least for Witches on 5. Oh, mensch. So if we're expecting the Witches next turn, which I think we have to do, we should just chump with the Swordmaster, because we'll get it back. Gains us a little life, although it costs us some mana, because then we have to recast. But then we also get to do the adventure, so maybe it's worth it. Oh yeah, if they attack, we could just try and trade. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, Tekken, I went on quite a rant about that you can find in my YouTubes somewhere. Now I kind of like reaving the Malevolent. And just getting in for a turn? Well, then they can trade there. They don't seem to want to send the banner into these two. How do we grow their artifact? What do you mean? Oh yeah, yeah. This would be a monstrously big thing. We kind of gotta find a way to kill it, huh? I couldn't figure out. I wasn't thinking about the Archon yet, so I didn't know what you were talking about. I'm gonna get rid of the noble. Yeah. Oh, come on. Bring it. Let's trade. Still not really close to well, we're close, but not... I guess we can play this, and maybe we get the Grange going. So yeah, playing the Archon seems suspect here. It does give us quite a board presence, because we make 2 of our own. But I'm going to be a little bit patient here. Right now, we're only taking 2 in the air. We're at 20. And they're a little stuck on land, though. I just feel like they're going to unclog their land situation, and then they're... yeah, you can make an argument for the flyer over this, but stuff is... the 3/3s are going to get pumped because it's black. All right, that's actually not the worst. We take a little smacker here, but now we have something to do with the Barrow Witches. It does? Oh, it is a plains. Sorry, you know, it's a non-basic, so I assumed it wasn't a plains, but that's great. That is helpful. Let's put this out first, though. Cauldron is a real thing. Got to worry about that. But at least 4 toughness gets around it. And it's going to be 5 toughness because I don't want to put it on the Flutter Fox because it still just dies to the Cauldron. So we'll make our Barrow Witches a little bigger. And, well, we do have... oh, none of these are knights. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and play the Lifelinker. If they want to use the Cauldron on our reanimated knight, our Swordmaster, I'm down with that. And they haven't shown the ability to deal with something like the Witches. I'm going to get in too. Oh, do they have the untap? There's like some untap effects. I have it written down, but I haven't looked into it yet. I'll check it out. Nantuko, thanks for the note. I'll put it in my little notes here. What just happened? I missed it. Run away together. Oh, boy. That's rough. That's rough. Looks like my stream may end soon. Oh, this is this card that we're going to find out how good it is, I guess. I don't even know. I'm going to play it. They got to get rid of the eye collector here, right? Doom Foretold is the hardest card to parse I've read in a modern Magic set for a long time. I read that thing 20 times before I really even understood what was going on. This is so suspicious. What do you think we're walking into here? Well, we're definitely blocking. I'm just wondering if we just block, like, everything on the banner. But I think we're going to make them have something. We could get blown out here, but I don't think we have the luxury. I want to block both. I don't care if we lose the Doom. We just... And here... we just can't make this a 7/7 or we're just asking to lose. Maybe I misplayed that. You know me, I do that sometimes. This says flash, though, right? All right, so we'll... Yeah, maybe I misblocked there. New Magic's tough. No, I can't equip. It's but may as well not show them that we have it before we need to. I mean, we're not blocking or anything. All right. Yeah, I forgot that we had that. Although the Shining Armor will help with that. At least we get Vigilance. So weird that we don't really have a good play here with this. This is 3 mana equip. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can play and equip. What? Is there a reason I can't equip? What am I misreading? Oh, is this white? Oh, it's white. It's got pro white. I've been playing for 26 years, but because pro is so annoying, didn't even see my own non-bow. All right, we're going to put it on this dude instead. Hey, look, we can now play a Harmonious Archon because we can stop a 7/7. That's something. Well, trouble is they also have 3 damage at the ready, so keeping stuff on board, not going to be super easy, but also we play the Archon, this actually becomes a 4/9, which maybe can help. Oh, it was a 4/6. Sorry, you're right, 4/6. I was thinking the toughness would stay the same, but we get a 4/6. Wait, when? Yeah. Whoa, our card disappeared for a moment. Flutterfox fluttered out of existence. At least it flies. Can try and trade with the animating fairy for the 7th time. So if we play the Archon now... Yeah, at some point we have to. It's just that that Cauldron makes it so that this isn't great. And they've just drawn a fistful of cards, so I think our chances in this game are slight. But I do think it starts with a Harmonious Archon. And I'm going to send in here. Now we'll stay back here and still try and trade with the banner some way, somehow. It's the 4 fresh cards they have received since they last did anything that worry me the most about our situation here. More dental stuff that I had to talk about. We have to block in such a way that I think that this guy dies, and that it dies through a Scalding Cauldron. So we need to put like everything on it. If we do this, it still dies through the Cauldron. We could put the Archon on it, but I don't think we need to do Archon unless we're worried that they can get... Oh, jeez! I'll just do that. Block. Sorry, I was at 0, and now my dentist call is messing me up here, but I had to take that call. Sorry, guys. The Flutter Fox will come down and be able to trade with the fairy, though, so... As incorrect as that seems, I guess the Cauldron will trade with it. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. That was not the block I wanted to do exactly, but we should be okay-ish. Now, combat damage does the freeze thing. Valmire Knight seems fine here. There are 3 3s. I'll show you in a second. Because of our Mythic. I'm only going to send this because I really want to use Outflank on the flyer, because they're going to... Well, I'm going to save the Outflank anyway. And if they go for a double block here, we get them. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's nice. I was thinking it was combat damage to a player. I misread the card. Combat damage to a creature. Well, it's because these are sneakily not basic planes. All right, they're finally going to use the Cauldron on our Flutterfox and try to win the race in the air, and then we'll outflank the Fairy on the way in. Wow, they didn't sack it to the Noble. Not sure why. Figured they would do that. Maybe they just missed it. I don't know how that happened. I never miss anything. If we attack with the Archon, we don't have good blocks on the ground. And this can actually sack like the Clockwork. I guess it costs on the creature anyway. I'm gonna attack though. I think we gotta do what we can here. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. I kind of even forgot that we have equipment. That's totally reasonable. And in fact, I think I'll move it now. The Noble. What are we talking about? Sacrifice an artifact or another creature. The one you're thinking of, there's a rare where you have to sacrifice black creatures, but not this one. And I like the equipment on the Foulmire. Feel like we get good attacks kind of all over the place now. I'm gonna well, they got 3 cards and they didn't do anything. I should be nervous about that, huh? I think I'm gonna... What are we playing into here? I'm very worried about all their 9 mana and 3 cards. But maybe we just have to make them have something. They're just likely to, is the thing. I'm much better later in the format when we know exactly what we're... yeah, they could have 2. They could actually have a bunch of land. But I will send this. Let's see what they got for this. This is fine, though. If they want to sack the Servant to make the Noble a 4/4 and then trade with the Paladin, they have 2-for-1 themselves. Exploding Jaya wouldn't be the worst, but not expecting it. Man, if so, I hope they don't find blue then, Hat. Man, I've been standing for a while. I think I'm going to lower the desk here as we finish out this stream. I shouldn't be... It's not good for me to stand this long, actually. You're supposed to take some breaks with your standing. Order of Midnight getting back Queenie. All right. What do we get? A boring-ass night. Our Vigilance Death Touch, and this can't block, so that's fine. And we'll offer this now. The knight's like, I feel tougher today. Six is a lot, but it does... Like, at 6 mana for constructed, boy, it has to be something else. And I don't know if... Maybe it's good enough, but I question that. It is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Yeah, it's a lot of power. Now that's a rare that you're going to see in constructed. My God. Might just save their game here. Hey, that might save our game here. Foundmire is a trade. Oh, no, it's not a trade. That's good. So we're going to send in and then drop the rider. I guess I could, yeah, I'll trade either. See if they want to trade the knight for the rider. We'll do that. We could have put this on here to force the trade over here. Not sure which, but really it's about this rider. This is the rider I'm concerned about. I played the land because at least we could activate this if we... Although I should have left Indestructible up, actually. That was a mistake. I felt like we had so much mana I could do anything. But should have held off. Yeah, and there you go. That's why. So I may have just punted this game with that play. Good work, Ryan. Man. Not my day. I'm going to call it New Set Blues, but that was just dumb. Yeah. Now I feel really sad. We had the game and I just handed it to Oppo. But you know what? It's going to be okay because I needed to leave for my dentist appointment anyway. So better to finish the event. And we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. But that was hideously dumb. That's about the dumbest play I've made that I can think of in a long time. Haste? I don't even know what it does, but we have to block. They're all just annoying at this point. Sorry, folks. We should have been in this. I mean, I don't know if we win this game, but obviously I gave up our chance to win this game, and that makes me... This been a lot of disappointing results today, a lot of disappointing things that have happened to me today, but that's the only one I'm mad about. That was just one of the worst punts I've made in a while, and that bums me out. I do feel bad. It is okay, but I cannot stop myself from feeling badly about it, because it was a wildly awful punt. Humbling day. We have those sometimes. We're going to claim our weak-ass prize. And I was kind of thinking like, well, I can put this on the knight and it gets better toughness. It'll be more protected. I just have to, I can toughen up this knight. Yeah, a lot of learnings today, and we're going to memorize these cards and make better plays and everything, but stumbling out of the gate, that's okay. We're going to learn all these cards. My number one concern is our free-to-play account, and we didn't play that today because it's sealed, of course. So we are going to lick those wounds, both our own self-inflicted and the wounds of natural magic play, and try to learn these cards. And when we hit the ground running on draft on Monday with the free-to-play account, hopefully we have some of these instants locked in our brains a little better, and I'll be a little tighter on my play. Thank you for hanging out though. Appreciate that. And let's find someone to send you off to. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube before I do that. YouTube doesn't need to wait around. Hey, Zach, really appreciate that. Oh, that's a gift from Fiddles. Fiddles, appreciate the gifting. Zach in Black, maybe he'll come back. But YouTube, we'll be back tomorrow with more content for you. And thank you for hanging out.